FideMaster John Curtis, and you are in Chess School. And today I'm going to do a quick presentation. I haven't created a video for quite some time on YouTube, and this video is of a tournament that I played this morning, and I played in a 1 hour tournament. I started about 5 minutes late or something, but I played in a 1 hour tournament, so I gave them 5 minutes start, and already some players won 2 games. However, I thought, no, it's a 2+1. I've been practicing my speed chess, so I thought, well, I might be able to have a chance in this tournament. Anyway, there was about 457 players or something like that, about 457 players. And we played, I played 12 games, I won 11 games, I lost one on time there after blundering a piece, and I won the tournament. So here we are. So I'm going to show you some of the games. We did play 12 games. We're going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, right? So we're going to work through them quickly. As you can see on the board here, on the demonstration board on my chess history, you can see all the wins that I had in a row, as indicated by the little Pac-Man showing the results. And I played these last few games anywhere between 80% accuracy and 96.9% accuracy. So I'm playing lower rated players, but still I managed to get 12 out of 13. It's not easy when you're playing 2+1 minute speed chess. So let's have a look at some of these games, eh? Right, we're going to start with game 1. Game 1. Let's start with game 1. Here we go. It's playing a Roktiv 1317, and playing Roktiv. Rotziv 5, I think his name is. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see how we go against him. Okay, this game goes for 17 moves. We're going to show you, because we're dealing with Chess School. It's all mainly about showing you how to play against players in your category, you know, anywhere. So this video is directed to people between 1,000 and 1,600 or 1,000 and 1,700. Here we go. I opened up with E4. He played G6. D4. He wants to kiddo his bishop. He played bishop G7. Played knight C3. Played E6. Knight F3. So I'm just developing my 2 knights. He played knight E7. Wants to castle. So I pinned his knight. I was hoping that he just hit me. You know, I'd go back bishop to E3. He hit me. I did go back to E3. He played B6. So I quickly played queen D2. And then he played bishop there. Well, I thought to myself, I don't want to be stuck with his bishop here. So I thought, well, get rid of it and eliminate a defender to his king side, right? Because that's a defender to the king side there. He moved there, took it off. He took back. And I played bishop D3 just to support my centre, just to see what he will do. Because we're both playing fast. He played knight there. I thought he might play knight there, so I stopped him with A3. Played queen E7. Here, I was a bit concerned about castling queen side, but so I castled king side where it was nice and safe. Castle on the same side as your opponent, they say. Anyway, played D6, and I saw a weakness there. I saw possible weak squares near his king, right? So I thought, well, I'm going to push the pawn on his knight. Now, the whole idea is, I know he'll expect me to just take back, right? But he played knight there. But I didn't take the knight. If I take the knight, his game is not too bad. But I played this move, knight here. Now, certainly knight takes pawn, check, and that would just destroy his position. And, right, so he played pawn takes pawn. Here I could have played pawn takes pawn. I could have played just quietly pawn takes pawn, threatening the check, but I thought, no, I won't. I thought it was stronger to get this knight into the game. Knight takes pawn. And the reason being is he must take the knight. Why should he take the knight? Well, why can't he just move his queen? Well, if he doesn't, if he takes the knight, the pawn takes back, and we're just threatening a knight check there anyway. So what did he do? Well, he played queen here, and he hasn't seen it, folks. So I played knight takes pawn. That's right. Now the knight is here. There's a check there, and he took the knight. And I thought, well, thank you very much. I'll take your queen, and that was the end of the game. So there we go, and that was against Rotsiv 5, 1317 from Romania. Let's go and have a look at another game now. Okay, so that was game 1. Next game we're going to is we're going to go to game 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We found that easily enough. This game's against Chowdhury. Imagine he's got an Indian background. He's from the United Kingdom. Lots of Indians in the United Kingdom. Right, and we played this game at 92.1% accuracy, and to the credit of Mr. Chowdhury from the UK, he played at 81.2%. Well done, Mr. Chowdhury. You still played good chess, even if you lost. So we're setting up that position now. So we've covered game 1. We're now on game 4. Here we go, it's game 4. Right, got him. Now we just go back here. Right, we've opened up with E4. So we've got the white pieces again. I played D5. Okay, so he's playing the Scandinavian defence. Pawn takes pawn, simple enough. He played knight there, and I thought, oh, what will I do? Give him a check or something? But I played bishop c4. I thought, well, just see what he does. And he played this move, and I thought, what on earth are you doing? Maybe he didn't expect me to just leave the pawn there or something. I don't know what he was up to. So I took it off. I accept all gambits is a good idea in chess. He took with a pawn. So I played queen e2, a simple move. I'm threatening bishop takes pawn. Well, he played bishop e2. Should I take the pawn? Not interested. I played knight there. I want to play a knight here. Put another piece on the pawn. He castled, so I moved my knight over there. Now I've got a triple attack on this pawn. He went knight to d5 because he didn't like it, so I took the pawn off. Then he takes, so I recapture. Remember, he's only 991. He's in check, moved his king, so I played queen takes knight. I want to get my queen off the open file to my king. Probably change queens. So I castled quickly because I saw a discovered check. He played knight there, so I thought, well, I'll pin his knight, because my idea is once I get rid of that knight, I've got all the pawns and the structure, and he's got material down he should lose. He played rook there, so I took the knight, he took the queen, I took the queen. Very simple, isn't it? Played rook takes, I played knight hits castle. That's right, develop a piece, attack the castle at the same time. He played rook there. Well, I played pawn there. Not the best move. Maybe rook here is better. Anyway, he played bishop there. And it's in that position I played bishop to d2. Star move, best move, I know, because I went to the analysis room earlier. Played a6. I played rook a file to e1. Grabbed the open file. He played rook there. Played knight hits bishop. Not the best move. He played bishop there. I played pawn here. Plan is to kick his bishop. Played rook over there. Wants to get a check, a little spite check. Remember, he's playing speed chess. I played g3. I've got 1 minute 40. He's got 33 seconds. So I played f4. His bishop's got to go on a square where I can capture it. He did. I did. And after he takes, rang, straight down the 7th rank. Played rook over there, threatening a pawn, so I pushed it. Played pawn there, so I pushed another one on his castle. Can't take the b pawn because the bishop will take the castle. He'll be a whole castle down, so he must move his castle. Played rook back, and it's his position. We just took a pawn off. He played to the 7th, but we played bishop its castle. Now we're threatening a pawn on g7 with check. He took the pawn, so I took the pawn with the castle. It's better to take with the castle because we've got discovered check and his king's got nowhere to go. Anyway, he played rook there. He wants to attack my bishop. Well, I slipped it in there. Star move, best move. He played pawn there, and now it's in this position. I played rook there, check, and he resigned. So that was the end of the game. So it was very clear, concise, no problems, very little risk to me, and checkmate would follow after if he played on. If he played on, he'd play king here, and I just play rook here, double the rooks, and checkmate. You wouldn't be able to stop it. Okay, so there we go. So we'll get back to the board. And now with that, we're going to game 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Game 8. And here we are. We're playing game 8. It lasts for 30 moves. We're playing at 79.9% accuracy. That's almost 80%. And that should be enough to beat a lower rated player in a 2+1 event. Now, don't forget, some of these guys are very, very fast on the clock. Okay, so here we go. We'll click on that. We'll get back here. Game 8. I didn't play game 6, did I? Okay, so I've got to go back to game 6. We'll go game 8, then we'll go game 6. Okay, here we go. Right, so we started off. This one is 30 moves. Game 6 is actually 60 moves, so I won't show you that one. Pawn there, d5 takes, knight there, pawn there, just capture a pawn. He hit the knight, went back, went there, played e5 just to do something. He pushed the pawn and pinned his knight, went there, so I thought I'd take his knight off with check. It doubles his pawns. It's not a great position. He recaptured. I pushed the pawn to his knight. Don't want him to have a rest. Remember, it's 2+1 chess, and it makes him think. He's got to think fast. And probably hasn't got time. I castled, put my king in a safe position. He played bishop there, I played c5. The reason being is I just want to disrupt him, complicate the position. Now I played knight here. Threatens knight takes pawn. Knight takes pawn, threatens his bishop. And this knight protects that pawn. Anyway, he played queen c2, good move. So I played rook e8, right? I played the castle, so I played bishop f4. And he played bishop e3. Well, it's in this position. I've got to be careful because he might try to win the knight with a move like knight here. So I do have to be careful. I can't play knight there, I don't think. I probably can, actually. But anyway, I didn't. I played pawn there just to protect my pawn. Oh, so he's threatening knight takes pawn. So he played rook there. Then that's right. Now I can't play knight here, can I? Because of knight there attacks his queen. I can't defend my knight. Okay, so he played knight here. He wants me to take his knight and him to take my knight. My position to be busted. So I don't do that. I don't play with what he wants to do. I move my bishop back and protect my knight. And I threatened his knight. He thought, what am I going to do? I don't like going backwards. He went forwards. So I took his knight off. He took the knight. I recaptured with the bishop. And what do you know? I'm a pawn up. Anyway, played rook to d6. He's trying to weaken my position. So I played rook to d8. Wanted to get rid of his castle. He went there, so I took his rook off. He recaptured. And then I played queen e8. I think maybe even bishop e8's better. Anyway, I played that move. Then he played queen to d1. He's stopping me playing rook here. So this is a very good move by Yum Lizzie. I played a6 because he's threatening bishop here, wins a knight, right? Bishop there, he wants to play rook takes bishop and win something. So anyway, so he hit me knight and I started panicking a bit. So I played pawn there, he took the knight, I recaptured, and he played bishop takes pawn. So at this stage I thought, well, hold on, this is not so great. This position is very drawish. Played f6 just to stop his bishop having an attack on my king. He played pawn there. I played rook to b1. I want to get a check down the back if I can. He escaped there. But trouble was, he's missed the check. He didn't examine all checks and examine all captures like we tell you. He's got 22 seconds. We gave him a check there. Now his bishop is on prise. Captured his bishop. He gave us a check. We moved there. It's in this position. He lost on time. There you go. So all we did was just play logical moves. Kept moving those pieces all the time. And we won the game. In the final position, we're threatening check here anyway. So he didn't know what to do. Lost on time. And that was game, Lizzie, 1950. Was his rating? 1850, was it? 1850. I can show you game 6. Game 6 is not a bad game. I wasn't going to show you game 6. Game 6, 1 second. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is game 6. Game 6, my opponent's 1731. They're pretty strong at Blitz at 1731. And he was from Egypt. Game lasted 60 moves at 2 + 1 minute time increment. And I played at 90.8, as I say. He played at 84.2%. Let's have a quick look at the game. So we covered that, and we've got 3 more games to go after this game. After this 60-move game, so we're just going to get through the basics with you. Hope I'm not going too fast for you young beginners at chess.com. Where are we? Here we go. Bang. On YouTube, I should say. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, open C4 English opening. And here, I just played pawn there. Not a great move at all. Bishop there. Knight F3. Now I'm starting to realise that I didn't like my E3 move. He went there and I thought, oh, I'll just push a pawn. He might take it, he might not. He went there. I Fianchettoed my bishop. And he played Knight F6. It's in this position. I thought, well, I hit his bishop now. And he took, I took, and he played knight there, knight to C6. So he's getting his pieces out. It's in this position. I played queen to C2. Plan is to play queen here. He played D5. So I thought, well, okay, I'll take it off. And I thought, well, if he takes this way, if he takes that way, his bishop's blocked. It's not attacking my king. So he took with a knight. Now I pinched a pawn. Anyway, so he went rook there, and I thought a bishop here. Now if he takes the bishop, I take with check, and he takes back. I give him a check here, and I'll win his castle in the corner. So he has something to think about. So he played queen to D6, and I kicked him with the bishop. Of course, he can't take the bishop. Queen can't take the bishop because, and the knight can't take the bishop. Because the knight's there, right? The pin stops the knight moving. So he moved back, and I went back, and now I defend the pawn, the all-important G-pawn. But more importantly, I'm threatening knight here wins in 1 move. So he has to stop it. He played F6, but then I thought, I'll play knight up here. Now I'm threatening bishop takes knight. Well, he played knight back. So in that position, I played rook to C1. As you can see, if he takes the knight on my queen, I take with check first, and that would be disastrous for him, so he just castled. And I played castles. Well, he still can't take the knight because I'll take his queen with check, right? Anyway, he played pawn there, so I played knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, threatening a big checkmate. You can't take a pawn because that's checkmate there. So he changes queens, rook takes a pawn, we double the rooks, we're threatening a check on C7. He played rook there, we take a pawn off, that's his base pawn to his pawn chain. There's a pawn chain of 2 pawns, and now this pawn's vulnerable. So he played rook there, he wants to checkmate me down the back rank, very sneaky, when I'm supposed to be short of time. So I played H5, engine says H3 is better. It's about the same. He played pawn there. So I played rook here, and now I've tripled up on his pawns. He gets desperate, he moves check, it's the only move. Rook takes king here, and now his pawn's attacked. Rook there. Well, now rook in this position, rook takes pawn check wins. Actually wins the game because I've got so many pawns on the king side. But I thought, well, no, I just moved my bishop. I don't have to do anything. He played rook, he wants to hit me, so I played bishop back. He went there, I went back, he went there, I thought, oh, wasting my time here. I'm going to take all these pawns off because I've got 6 pawns, he's only got 3, and all his pawns are isolated. He played rook there, so I just played rook back, protect the pawn, played pawn there, so I played pawn to f3. And all I'm doing is moving my pawns, as you can see. I took the pawn, I recaptured, he played king up, I don't know why. So I played pawn forwards, right? And then he played pawn there. Now he wants to play pawn here and try to get into my pawns somehow. So I just played rook here, simple move. Played rook there. Now he wants to come in here, good move, wants to attack base pawns, but I had a solution to all that. I've got lots of solutions. So I gave him a check. He went back, and not much he can do here. Yeah, he played, king there. He played rook there. Pawn there. Rook here. Now I played pawn there. Now he went here. So I moved my king up. So in this position, he gave me a check, so I just moved forwards. And he played king there. Well, in this position, he can't change castles. So I said, do you want to change castles? Because I just win. He moved there, attacked the pawn. So I just pushed it. So I eliminate his pawn. So that once that pawn's gone, he can't win on the queen side. That means his king's offside. So he takes check. He played king up. I pushed the pawn. I thought, oh, I'll let him chase that while I queen my other 3 pawns. Played rook there. I pushed the pawn for a queen. Played king over. So I just pushed the pawn again. He took a pawn, gave him a check. He went back to stop the pawns. Rook checks. Now he's in the mating net. Played king back. And so I played rook hits pawn to take off his last pawn. He played king there, so I took it. Played king up. So what do we do in this position? We go for a queen. So he's got to stop the queen. He's got to do something to stop it. The correct move is rook here. And, yeah, rook there is the best move. So that would be even a drawing chance. So I made a mistake. He played rook there. So I played pawn checks. He played king there. I checked him. Then he made a big mistake. Not that any move is a good move here. But he played king here. So I played king here. And then he saw that this was checkmate and he can't stop it. If he wants to pin the pawn, well, this pawn queens with checkmate. So he had a problem. So he thought, well, I'll slow down the checkmate as much as possible. So he played rook here. But he didn't slow it down because of rook checks. And when he takes with the king, we take with the queen. That's a 60 move win against the Egyptian sniper. There we go. So that was the Egyptian sniper. That was game 6. Now we go to move to game 9. And then we have 2 more games left. So we're going to game 9. Woo-wee. Where are we? Oh, wow. Oh, that's a little beast. Now we're only doing the 2+1s. That's it. So game 9, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be a game against Tiompi. At night, we played at 90.8% accuracy over 13 moves. The poor guy was only rated 830 or something. So here we go, but we'll show you, it's all about, for beginners that are watching the Chess School channel, it's all about to show you how you can identify weak squares and win quickly. Win quickly. So that's what we all like to do, win quickly and get the thrill of the win, okay? Okay, so this is Tiompi, rated 928, nearly 1,000. He's from Chile. We played pawn to e4, played e5, played knight f3. So It's a simple king's pawn opening. He played knight c6, book move. We played bishop there. Roy Lopez plays d6. My favourite move, d4. And now what does he do now? Does he make a mistake? No, f6. Ben Feingold says never play f6. Anyway, I just developed a piece because now his knight can't go there and his bishop's blocked by his own pawns. Played bishop there. And to that position, I just castled. I thought, I haven't got a worry in the world. And I could see these weak squares here. I'm looking all the time at those weak squares, thinking, just give me one little chance and I'll bolt in there and checkmate you. Anyway, hit my bishop, so I moved my bishop back to attack his weak squares. Anyway, he moved the pawn there, so I just moved my bishop back here. Not a great move, not a great move at all. Okay, there's a book trap in this position. I'd like to show you. I probably should show you. It's called the Noah's Ark. So the correct move for black in this position is knight takes pawn. And after knight takes knight, pawn takes. And now if you take the pawn off, pawn here hits the bishop, the queen. And now he's threatening to trap the bishop. So, and if you go here and say, hey, watch out for checkmate, well, he can just play pawn here and the bishop's trapped and black wins. So there you go. So that's what could have happened if he knew what he was doing. But he didn't know. Anyway, so I took the knight off. He took with the pawn, and I thought, what do I do here? So I took with the queen. I thought, maybe he won't hit me. Oh, he did hit me. I played queen here. Oh, no, that's another one. That didn't happen. Bishop b3, knight h... He played knight h6. Sorry. Bishop b3 played knight h6. So I took his knight off. Played g takes h6. And it's in this position, I took his pawn off, hoping that he would take with the knight. But he took with the pawn, and he's trying to be a spoiler. So I'm trying to find a way to get into these weak white squares near his king. Right? And I found this move, knight to d4. Hey, oh no, my knight! And now if he takes the knight this way or this way, well, he did take it, but we gave him a dirty big check, and when he went here, we checkmated him there. There we go. So I was just lucky I wasn't playing the strong player, wasn't I? Anyway, that's what happened. So we won in 13 moves against Tiompi. There we go. Young Tiompi from Chile. Okay, and that was game 9. Moved to game 10. And you're watching the Johnny Curtis YouTube FM John Curtis chess channel at Chess School. And yes, we came first in this tournament, 450 odd players, and over 1 hour, 2 minutes plus 1 second increment games. So all these games that are played around about 90% accuracy or higher are all played within 2 minutes, right? Most of the games. So it's pretty good fun. Right, so that was game 9, 13. Moving to game 10. Make game 10 here. In game 10, let's have a look. Game 10 is against Topo Snoopy 66. He's rated 1508. Now, players that are rated 1508, they are usually really good players when they're playing 2+1. Once they get over 1500, they are quite good. All right, here we go. I opened with d4, I played e6, I played c4, d5, I played knight c3, develop a knight, and pinned his knight against his queen, something logical. He played pawn there, played e6, develop the bishop, protect the pawn. Played bishop pins knight. I didn't like it. I knew he was going to try this old queen a5 thing. A lot of beginners do that. So in that position, I played queen to b3. I thought, I'll beat him at his own game. Maybe he'll take the knight. But he doesn't. He plays the best move, or one of the good moves. Now, pawn here doesn't threaten anything after, say, pawn here. Right, so let's see now. So I took his knight. I thought, I'll beat you to the punch, mate, and I'll double your pawns and see if I can just outplay you in the endgame. Anyway, he took back with the pawn. I played rook protects the knight, so developing a piece, and now if he takes the knight, I've got a piece working. I played knight there, and I thought, oh, this is a good idea. I've got to counter this somehow, so I just played bishop d3, and he played pawn there. Well, I was actually thinking I was thinking he might play knight here with the idea of knight there, but that's advanced chess thinking, not him. He played f5. And what does that do? What's wrong with that move? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with that move. See his bishop here? He can't move his bishop. All these pawns are on white squares, and every pawn that's on a white square, that's one square that the black bishop can't move to because it's on a white square itself. So it's a very bad move. It's okay if he can play knight here and knight there. Per his master plan, however, I played knight there, not the best move. The best move is pawn takes pawn, and that way he can't take with this pawn because this pawn's lost. So pawn takes pawn is probably the right move. I didn't play it. I played knight there. Now he's not too bad a position. Anyway, I hit his bishop now. He took it off, so I took back with the queen. Well, you know, sometimes I'll leave the queen there. He moved the queen. And I thought, well, I'll take his pawn off, right? This is just to try to open up semi-open file on his queen. Played with the knight. We'll just play queen to d2. And we're trying to cover these dark squares. Played bishop there. He wants to develop his pieces. He knows that he should connect his castles. Very logical. So I played bishop, it's knight. I've got a reason for that. I'll show you. Played rook here. So I take his knight off. It's a very strong move. He takes with the pawn. Now he's still got this bad bishop. All his pawns on white squares. And now I just play this simple move, knight f4. And now that protects this pawn at the same time. This is the most powerful knight you've ever seen in your whole life. Anyway, he played bishop there. I played g3. Played king there. So I played queen there. I thought, well, I might want to come over here and give you pinch some pawns. Anyway, he played rook there. I thought, no, I'll chase his castle. Then he played rook here. Great move. Well played, my friend. Well played. He's taking my knight. My knight's my best piece. Anyway, so I played rook here. Not very good. Played rook here. And here I blundered. Trying to move fast and try to work out, how do I finish him? How do I finish him? Now I played queen there, which does nothing. It loses a pawn. Okay, and I thought to myself, I've got to do something, put my king in a safe place. So I played king there. Not the best move. He played rook there. I thought, well, I'll play rook here now. If he wants to go off this file, I'm now threatening a pawn. He moved the rook there, and I thought, well, I'll play rook here because I'm on the bishop. You never know, I might get a combination. And his position, he gave me a check. He's trying to disturb my position. So if I push a pawn, he can steal a pawn, but not me. I'm too smart for that. I played king e2, and then he gave me another check, and he says, there you go, cop that, buddy. Well, I moved here. Engine says this is a fantastic move because in that position, the white king cannot be touched at all. Just like a sacred Aboriginal site. There's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, played queen back. And I played rook, double the rooks, right? I'm actually threatening knight takes bishop. And followed by rook takes pawn check. Anyway, played queen back. So I thought, well, I'm going to give you a check because I can steal that pawn. Anyway, he played queen here. And it's in this position that we come up with a move that wins a whole piece. Yes, we can take a pawn off, but we can win a whole piece by force. I'm going to give you a few seconds to try to find out the winning move. And he's only got 40 seconds left. I got 1 minute 26 seconds, but I saw the move straight away. The move is knight takes bishop. Right, now if he takes the queen, the knight takes back, and then we've just simply won a knight for nothing. He can't take with the queen because he's pinned. He can't take with the king, so he takes with the pawn. Now we play rook takes pawn check. We've done a clearing move. It's in that position. He takes the rook off. We take back with check, and his queen is now lost. Moves his king there. Queen takes queen. He plays rook there. Gave him a check. Played here, and we checkmated him. So that was Topo Snoopy 66. And that was game 10. Now we're down to the last game. This game we play at 96.9% accuracy. As the highest rated player so far that I've played, oh no, not the highest rated, it's the second highest rated player. I played one player in game 8, 1850, and this guy here is 1779, which is very strong in 1 minute, 2 minute chess. It's nearly 1800. They're quite capable at that level. So let's go back and have a look at game 12. Remember, we played 12 games. We won 11. We won the tournament. 450 players. Here we go. Game is 32 moves long. We're playing Mr. Parker Jr. Mr. Parker Jr. It could be Spider-Man's son. Parker Jr. Here we go. Game lasts 32 minutes. 96.9% accuracy. According to the chess.com engine. Right. He opens up with d4. I'll slow down a little bit my analysis for you this time. Played knight f6. I played c4. e6. I played knight c3. I normally play knight here in this position to just avoid the old bishop b4. Anyway, he played d5. Very, very classical. Queen's gambit declined. Played knight f3. Developed my pieces. Played bishop e2. So he's playing really safe, solid chess. And that's the way you should play when you're playing good players at speed. g3. Just fianchettoing my bishop. He played pawn there. A castle. He played bishop here. I played knight there. Now you can't take the pawn now because bishop takes bishop. So now we have a classical position. Queen's Indian defense fianchetto system. He played knight there and I pinned his knight. It's in this position that he's got to try to come up with a plan without letting me get an initiative. Anyway, comes up with the move pawn here. So I thought, well, I'll take his knight off. And he took back with the queen. Very logical. I played bishop takes knight. Why? Because I just wanted to get a setup where my pieces are putting pressure on his centre. Took back with the bishop. I played pawn takes pawn. Forcing move. He takes back with the pawn. And I played e3. So now he can't play pawn here because I just play pawn takes pawn. And it's better for white. Anyway, he played rook e8. So I just played queen to b3. I'm threatening his pawn. It's a simple move. Played c6 where he's blocked his bishop, hasn't he? So I thought to myself, here's a chance. So I played rook f-file to d1. I wasn't sure about that move being good, but I thought maybe the other rook there was better. Rook a-file to d1. He played queen there. I played pawn to e4. I thought, well, I'll develop the pieces, try to open up lines of attack while he's just sitting there. I thought maybe I could get the white squares and do something. He took a pawn. Knight takes pawn. My plan now is to take his bishop and somehow win this or do something. Played bishop there. I thought, oh, here's a chance for me. So I played knight takes bishop check. He played queen takes, and I played rook to d2. I saw this move coming. Rook here, threatening checkmate. Right? Check and mate. Right? So I thought, oh, I've got to be careful here. So that's why I played rook to d2. Played bishop e6 and attacked my queen. I thought, I've got to play a good move here. So I played queen to f3. I thought, well, I'll challenge his queen. He took a queen, bishop takes. He played bishop there. I took his bishop. Position's dead even, right? This position. Even position. Played rook here, open file. He challenged me, so I thought, well, I'd better double. Now his position's okay. Played rook checks. Great move. I took his rook. He took mine. This is an endgame. We're in an endgame, mate. This is a tough game because how on earth do you win a position like this? If anything, white's struggling. I'd even go so far. Engine says it's slightly better for black. Not much, but slightly better for black. So I've got to show him that I'm the endgame master. That's right. I've got to be the endgame master here. So I came up with rook checks, king up, and now bang. That hits 2 pawns at the same time. So now you know why the check is important. So when I come back, I'm hitting 2 pawns rather than 1. He played rook takes pawn, very logical. So I played rook takes pawn here to stop him taking this one and having a 2 pass pawns. He played king up. So remember, we're at speed here. He's got 1 minute 18, I've got 1 minute 39. I played pawn to a4. I thought, well, somehow I've got to try to exchange a pawn, even if he wins something. He played rook here, and I played rook there. And I don't know what he was thinking, but this is a definite threat. So his best move is probably pawn here. Pawn here. It's probably his best move. Anyway, he played rook takes pawn. Big mistake. I pushed the pawn, and now I've got an outside pass pawn. So he played rook here, and it's a losing move. It's a losing move. Rook takes pawn check. And after, he resigned, because this is Carlson's rule of the square is the king's not within the queen. He can't catch the queen. After rook takes, pawn takes, even if his king was here, he still can't catch the queen, right? Rook takes, pawn takes. So yeah, even if he was here, it's black to move. King here, and pawn goes forwards, he can't catch that queen, right? So that was just a basic blunder. But that's how I won the tournament. I won the tournament 12 out of 13. I was very, very happy. And that's the end of Chess School. Grandmaster Teddy. We've got Grandmaster Teddy with us. And Grandmaster Teddy would like to say hello to everybody. Because you haven't seen Teddy on Chess School for a while, have they, Teddy? I've been having a sabbatical, Johnny. I've been having a sabbatical. But that was a very, very, very good tournament. 450 players, you said, Johnny. Wow. And you won 12 games out of 13. I'm very, very proud of you, John. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you for coming and watching our videos. If you haven't watched before, give them the thumbs up and on the video, or just subscribe. It's free to subscribe. And then you get notifications of any more YouTube videos that come along. And if you want to encourage me to make more regular videos, and you want to even have input into the content of the videos and choose what type of videos you like, well, you can donate money to my PayPal, make suggestions on the YouTube channel, and tell me what you'd like to see. Would you like to see some of Alekine's games? More Bobby Fischer games? Would you like to see some of the old masters like Grandmaster, whatchamacallit, or Methuselah or something? Mikhail Tal? Velaskovsky? There's always a Skovsky. Anyway, yeah, or maybe you're from Germany and you'd like to see a few German Grandmasters games analysed, something like that. Any type of format that you'd like, make some suggestions, contribute to the channel, and we'll see what we can do for you, okay? Because we love you. We do. Okay, isn't that right, Teddy? We love everybody, Teddy and I. So it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Teddy, goodbye from the kids, goodbye from Big Kenny at the back here, and Paw Patrol. We love Marshall from Paw Patrol and his little mate Chase and the Beanie Kids. So it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Grandmaster Teddy. Until next time, love you.